In this video, we're going to talk about font formatting. So I'm going to format the heading in A1 and lead you through a few different ways you can format your text. Now A1 is already selected, so I'm going to go to the ribbon. Now on your Home tab, you should see a font group where we have our different font formatting settings. Now the first thing I'm going to do is change my font from Calibri to Times New Roman. Now I'm going to click the font list arrow to look at the fonts. Now I could browse to where it is, but the T's are kind of far. So what I'm going to do is actually start typing in the name. So that's a little trick you can use to get to your font quickly. Now you can see it's highlighted over here, and I'm going to click on Times New Roman. Now we're going to move on to changing the font size. There are a few options in the font group that we're going to take a look at. Now there are a couple buttons here. One says decrease font size, the other one says increase font size. So if you're not sure what size you want, you can experiment with it and go through different sizes. There's also a font size dialog where you can click the little list arrow, choose a size, or of course you can even type it in. I'm going to select 18 at this point. Now we can also add font styles to this. So I'm going to click on the B to make it bold. And why don't we also just make it italic? Now we're going to move on to formatting the headings. So I'm going to select the headings. And this time we're going to try the keyboard shortcuts. So the first keyboard shortcut is Ctrl B. And that is going to make your font bold. Now I want to change it up a bit and only apply the next settings to quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to select those. And then I'm going to perform a keyboard shortcut to make it italic. And that will be Ctrl I. Now, the last couple of tips I'm going to give you, you can actually right-click and access a lot of the same options from the font menu. So if you don't want to go to the ribbon, maybe that's too far from where you are in your sheet, or you don't want to remember the shortcut, you can also right-click. So I also wanted to introduce additional options you have that might not be on the ribbon. So if we press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl 1. This is one of my favorites because it opens format cells. Now we can go into the font group and you can see there's a little bit more as far as options. And this is also where you can do other things like changing the color, changing the format of everything, changing the alignment. So I find it's a pretty useful shortcut. I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.